Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com, where we review all the latest and coolest social media and technology. And be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube so you can get all our latest and coolest tech toys that we review. This is the world's smallest full-page color scanner. It's from Planon.com. That's Planon.com. This thing is freaking amazing to everyone I've shown the previews to. It's called ScanStik. ScanStik's SK600 series mobile scanner. Basically your office in a pocket. This will work with all the different OS systems that are out there. And in essence, you've got a 300 dpi or 600 dpi scanner in the size of a pen. This thing is freaking amazing. It has a multi-page scan mode, LED functional display that's on it, selectable resolutions and formats, rechargeable battery, free firmware upgrades, carry case, USB cable, CD-ROM, OSC software. You can do 300 dpi, 600 dpi. You can scan 24-bit color JPEG and black and white. The memory, you can use a memory SD card with this. It doesn't come with one. You have to buy one, but you can insert it. There's a slot for it. We'll see here in a second. And it's got a rechargeable battery in it, connectivity USB, and it'll work on Windows XP, Vista, Windows 7, Mac OS 10. So pretty amazing stuff, and they've got OCR made easy on it. We'll get into this, and you can basically scan with this and take and transfer it directly to your computer. It will hold, let's see if I can get that data for you. It will scan a page in just 4 seconds. How about that? Is that crazy? And it'll hold a ton of pages. We'll try and see. When loaded, it can store thousands of images at 300 to 600 dpi. So it's got the ability to hold a whole mess of stuff. It can scan, it does say here on my sheet, it can scan down to 150. So we'll take a look at that and how it works. But it's an amazing product. Like I say, you can find it at Planon.com. They have numerous other scanner type products for like scanning business receipts and other things. Really brilliant products. So we're going to go ahead and crack this baby open. Let's let you take a look at the box so you can see what this is as we unbox this, and you can see some of the features here as to what this does. So this is going to be pretty amazing because I'm interested to see how this works, because I come from the era where scanners used to be these giant huge things you had to have in your office. So let's go ahead and break open our seal here. Might just have to get angry with the box. There we go. Very well packaged. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Pull this open this way. And it looks like we've got some protective sending. Now we've got a CD-ROM, of course. This is going to help with the OCR, data recognition, all that sort of good stuff. And looks like we've got a USB cable that we'll use for hooking it up, of course. Looks like it does come with a micro USB plug-in thing. So we've got one of those. Here is, looks like the pen itself. We'll pull this out of the plastic here in a second once we get done. Looks like it's got a nice like leatherish case that you can put it in to make sure that you don't get it all dinged and scratched. Certainly wouldn't want something of this caliber messed up. Looks like we've got some more. Looks like this is fax, print, email, OCR discs. We'll find out what that's about. I think one of these may be a promotional disc that we got. Looks like we've got a quick start guide, and looks like this might be some testing software to align the scanner or give it a there's a thing they call it, I forget what it is, where it adjusts it so that you can make sure everything's set up right on it, if you will. This is the pen itself. Wow. And it really is thin. You can see here, looks like we've got some rollers on the bottom, and we can see the glass or the plastic interior, whatever that's called, that would be our reader inside. And then you can see it's got a very beautiful looking outside to it. ScanStik, it says there. And then coming down, these might be some buttons here. Most likely they are. Let's see if anything happens. We may need to charge it, of course. Oh, looks like we do have some charging here. No SD card, it said. And we'll have to figure out how to work the menu. Of course, this is one of the things that we do when we unbox it. We have to get to know the product once we get it unboxed. So, looks like there's an end here for plugging in the USB cable to your computer and probably pulling the data off of it. I'm curious to see where the USB card might go. Maybe I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. But it definitely looks nice. It's a very beautiful looking device. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in, play with it, test it out for you, and tell you what we really think. Be back in a sec. Hi folks, okay, so we've gotten a chance to get to know the ScanStik from Planon a little bit more. And in essence, you've got a power button right here. And with the power button, you'll see this initializes. And let's see if we can't get that just right. You'll see that initializing there. And of course, this will do anywhere from 150 dpi to 600 dpi. You can choose between color and black and white, and you can easily select using this button here. You can see here we can switch between color, black and white, and all that good stuff. And then we can also, in selecting that mode, we can have that mode come in. Then we can go in, we can select different resolutions, technical data, advanced settings, all that good stuff. And so we can choose between, what do we have here, 150. Now it looks a little funny with the flickering on the video, but it doesn't flicker like that, and looks much better in real person or real life, if you will. So just keep that in mind. The flickering, of course, with the video, it's a TV effect. So you can adjust it the way you want it there, and you've got the power, and you've got a service button here. And how this works is, on this end, this pops out and reveals an area where you slide in a micro card to take and hold the data for storage and all that good stuff. So that baby goes in there and pops in. Now, I believe the packaging said you have to provide your own storage card. The package we got did have one. We're not sure if the PR agency just gave us one or not, so you have to check with the website and go with what they've got there. The USB cable plugs in here. You've got to make sure you use the one from the company, because we used one we had kicking around and it wasn't configured right for this product. So make sure you use the one for the product. And as soon as you plug it in, it will go ahead and open up on your Windows or Mac and basically tell you, here are the files. You can take a look at the files, open them, play with them, creates and saves them as image files depending upon what they are, and works perfectly from what we saw. There's a bit of a training or learning curve that you have to do in order to use the device and have the right speed at using the device. Now, what's really cool is the device will tell you a myriad of different things while it's operating. One it will tell you is if you're moving too fast. And so you kind of have to learn the speed by which you need to operate to get good images. So there's a little bit of a learning curve, trial and error, but once you kind of learn what the proper speed is, you get it down. And the great thing is you can see here, we're just going to go ahead and start scanning. It will light up on the ends, and you can see that you are scanning, and of course it's telling me in the screen that it's scanning. And as we go down, you can move it at usually a pretty good speed, and I'm not getting any warnings so far. And then once you're done scanning, you just lift up, and it will immediately tell you that it's saving the document, that it's been saved okay, and then it's in there. And it also tells you how much memory you've got that you've taken and used so far. Now, depending upon the DPI you're using, it's going to hold a ton of data that you can use for you. This is great for someone who's a traveler or business person that can go out and do things and want to be able to save the data. Maybe if you're in an airport, this thing would be awesome. If you need to quickly scan something to a client, etc., you can do that. So I really liked them. There was a little bit of a learning curve, so you've got to be patient when you first get this to be able to learn the proper way to work with it, the proper speed, and not to pick it up or stop. If you stop, it will start saving data. And so you just kind of have to learn, but that's with any given device. And given this is so small and complicated, but it works like a charm. Once we learned the proper speed, we were getting great pictures, 600 DPI, of course, and we got great color, great black and white. So we really like the product, and I think it can be very useful. It's not as expensive as you'd think it would be. That's the other crazy thing. They've done a great job at making it at a price point that most people can really afford. So be sure to check it out. It's going to be at planon.com. That's planon.com. Look for the ScanStik SK600 series, the mobile scanner office in a pocket. ScanStik SK600 series. And be sure to check it out. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.